Hi everyone, it's Chris Wallachy, and today I'd like to provide you a tip on the topic of office layouts using Microsoft Excel. My prior blog, Help with Organizational Charts, now I'm going to provide a recommendation on where to put those employees from the organizational chart. Working with office layouts can be tricky and the software is onerous and difficult to learn. Architects and designers use AutoCAD or Revit, which practically takes a degree to understand and use. The program Microsoft Visio is excellent for office layouts and can draw to scale, but we don't often need to manipulate the office layout as much to manage where the people are going to sit within the office. The pandemic has made incredible changes to the workplace, including turnover and working from home. Many people have had to adjust their office seating, and I've been using Excel to solve this seating arrangement issue for a long time, and I'd like to share it with you. The sample I'm going to show you is a small sample, but it has been applied to an office with over 500 team members. So let's get into it. You start with a simple office layout, and what I like to do immediately is to soften the look of the layout by clicking on the graphic and picking transparency under the picture format, and there I'm going to soften it so you can see all the layout, but it's going to be a much better look and feel. So the trick is with this is using text boxes. So you click insert. I'm going to insert a text box, and most people don't realize that you can put a formula inside a text box in Excel, and to do that you just go to the input section up top and click equals, and next I'm just going to pick a cell. So I'm going to pick B5 and hit enter. Now what I'm going to do is in B5 I'm going to put a name. So there's Jen. Jen's in this text box through that formula, and I'm going to take this text box and set it on top of an office. So there's a text box with Jen in it sitting over an office, and now what I'm going to do is right click, format shape, and increase the shape color to a darker blue, and then I'm going to make that transparent. So now there's a blue color sitting on the layout with Jen in there, and I can also increase the font, make it in the center, maybe even make it bold. So there's Jen, so we can easily see that. So what's great about Excel is you can copy and paste things. So if I click on Jen and hit Control C and Control V 3 times, now there are 3 more offices in this layout. So I'm going to slide them over here. I'm going to hold the Control key down and left click. And now I'm in a group mode where I can adjust them. So again, I'm going to click on this text box and I'm going to use a formula. To use the formula, you simply go up top and hit equals. That's all you need to do. That's the whole formula. Click a different text box. And in this one, I'm going to say Bob's going to sit here. Oh, the format changed, but that's okay. The next text box, I'm going to use an equal sign. I'm going to click below Bob. And now I'm going to add a name. Let's do Lisa. And then another one, which will be equals right below Lisa. And we could say Jeff. So we've lost the formatting, but using the format painter. So I'm going to click on Jen, the format that I like, double click on the format painter. And now I can bring the formats back pretty quickly. There's also some cubicles here. If I copy Jeff, I could bring that box over there and change the color. So now there's a cubicle. And then I could add a formula, equals, put it below Jeff, hit enter, and I can say that Tom is sitting there, and there's Tom. We can increase the font. There it is. There's the layout. Let's look at a completed layout. Here, if I click over here, this is one that I filled out already, and I didn't bring the names over, but let's add the names. So this is what you could do if this was a normal layout. I've also added numbers so we could number each location, but there was Jen, Bob, Lisa, Tom, I think it was Jeff. There you go. These names have populated this org chart or this layout. And what we can do, because it's Excel, is if I needed to, I can do a what if scenario and move people around easily by using the Control C and Control V. So super easy to manipulate and change. And what's powerful about this is the sample I've used, it had over 8 floors. There were 8 tabs involved. So it could be an 8-story building or a 4-story building in my case with 4 other separate offices in different locations. If all of these are in the same Excel layout, what you could do is hit the Control F, which is the find key, and then click on workbook. So it would search the entire workbook. So if you knew someone's name that was sitting there, you could click on it, and what it would do is cycle through all of the tabs in all of the seating locations to find that employee. So now you can actually know where people are sitting and find them quickly. Besides an office layout, you could use this for a storage situation, say for a warehouse. Instead of being offices, it could be locations and aisles where you need to occasionally update. Very easily updated, and most people have Excel, so you could share this program quite a bit. That's what I wanted to show you today. Thanks as always for tuning in, and why not give Excel Office Layout a try?